Hey guys, it's Joseph, and today I'll be doing my movie review for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which was just recently released. Now, I was a big fan of the first one, and the first one was really one of my favorite Marvel movies. And it really did come out of left field and brought a sense of freshness to the cinematic universe. And the second one really did carry over some of the best aspects from the first movie in terms of the jokes, certain characteristics, the backgrounds, just the scenes, the editing, and also did try to change up certain minor aspects of all those things as well, just to bring a different feel to Volume 2. A couple things I really did enjoy in this movie were how they expanded the back story of Peter Quill and his father. As you can tell in the trailers, is Eagle, Kurt Russell's character. They did change that aspect up in movie in comparison to the comics, but I felt that they probably did need to do that because they introduced a different aspect of Peter Quill that really was hinted to in the first one, but needed to be expanded in this movie. They also did expand the backstories of other characters as well, which I thought was fairly well done. They also did do a very good job in terms of the musical score. Now, the first movie, the most famous aspect might be the musical score, and this one, even though it may not have been as good as the first movie, the songs do play a little bit more of an impact in terms of the story, especially the main song that they do have in this movie. It plays a fairly significant role in terms of certain aspects of the story for Peter Quill and his father. They also do what a lot of sequels do in terms of expanding the universe and bringing in new characters, and I felt that the new characters that they did bring in was fairly well done as well. The only two real criticisms I do have were, even though they tried to change up certain subtle aspects from the first movie in this one, I felt that did still lack a little bit of the freshness that the first movie did bring. The other one was, this movie's about 2 hours 15 minutes, so there's a lot going on in this movie, but I felt that they had a little too much going on in terms of the storytelling aspect. And there are a few moments that they really did speed it up and try to simplify the story and just make it a little too convenient in terms of what was going on. So those were really the only two issues I had with this movie. Apart from that, everything else was well done. The direction, the editing, the acting, it had a fairly good story as well. The two highlights for me were, as I said, the musical score, which really did play a factor in terms of the storytelling, and Baby Groot, which I'm sure a lot of people are excited to see. He really did steal a lot of the scenes that he was in, especially the first scene, the opening scene, which was, in my opinion, one of the highlights of the movie, and how they really followed him around as that scene progressed. Apart from that, it was fairly well done. I felt that Kurt Russell's choice as Eagle, Star-Lord's father in this movie, was a perfect choice because you could really see certain characteristics that he brought to the table that you could be like, yeah, I could see that. That makes sense because of how Star-Lord or Chris Pratt's character is portrayed in this movie and also the first movie as well. And for me, this might actually be the best sequel that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has brought to the table. If not, it's definitely one of the best. I'll put it up there close to the Captain America sequels. So if it's not the best one, I think it's top 3 with those 3. So I would actually give this movie an 8 out of 10. I really did enjoy it. They really did keep true to the first movie while trying to make it its own movie as well. They also do have a few end credit scenes throughout the credit sequence, so if you want to sit through them, there's one that was really, really important, and I think it will play a factor in the next Avengers movie, maybe the next two Avengers movies, depending on how they are made. So if you like my movie review, please subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks.